this reading landed on your For You page. Somebody feels differently about you, but it's because they're realizing that they were manipulated when it came to you. All right. It could have been from someone envious. We do have third party influences, others involved, intervention, manipulation, holding it together, getting a grip, beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. And then we do have chasing over here. Now, whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. The reading is general and timeless for all zodiac signs. And if you would like a personal tarot reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records, anything else, feel free to check out that box below. It does have everything that you will need. And go check out the pinned comment to join our mastermind master key. It does start in July. All right, now what do we have for the Lux Collective today on this person is starting to feel differently about them? Why do we have third party, envy, beauty, and chasing? Why third party, envy, beauty, and chasing? Why the Devil card and the World card for envy, third party, beauty, and chasing? Yeah, it wasn't true. All right, there's somebody here. They were misled about you. Why the Devil card for envy, third party, beauty, and chasing? Why the Devil card and the Seven of Wands for envy, third party, beauty, and chasing? And then why the Devil card, the Seven of Wands, and the Death card for envy? You were very protected over here. Whoa, justice. You were very protected, okay? Justice or divine order. Why do we have the Seven of Wands here for this Devil card? Interesting. And then why the Death card here to clarify this Devil card? It wasn't you. That's what I'm hearing in this reading. It wasn't you. It was the third party or somebody else involved. You know, sometimes we think of third parties in just like romance. Third party is your mama, your daddy, your friend, your all of that, right? So a third party can be anyone who's bringing in some sort of blockage or obstacle, you know, interfering, not necessarily intervention, because what I do see is somebody tried to protect somebody else regarding you. They were protecting them from this Five of Cups place, okay, where I'm hearing the word trauma bonding. Were you dealing with someone that was trauma bonding with other people? And what I'm seeing is, like, say somebody else's friend, a lover, there's somebody here who wanted to intervene regarding you, but they're all protecting this Devil card energy here. And then we do have envy here. So say someone tells their friend, no, don't go anywhere near the person. I can't stand them. Actually, the friend is envious. You know, where there's like an egregore, a group of people, a clique, like a friend group that tried to come against you, they ended up getting like the Death card over here. Knight of Cups with the Six of Coins. Now, for some of you, they're envious of your success is what you need to hear. You had people that their friends were like, no, that person is greedy. That person is not cool. That person, you know, they're all about the money. They're all about this. They're all about that. You are so kind-hearted. Like, they got you wrong. Like, that was truly the mirror where you're nothing of what this person's friend, lover, or friends said that you were. And you were so protected here to the point of the Death card. They were trying to protect somebody else regarding you, not realizing that you actually needed protection from the person that they were trying to protect. Why the World card here for envy, third party, beauty. Why the World card and the Knight of Swords for envy, third party, beauty. And then why the Three of Wands for envy, third party, and beauty. Yeah, they definitely brought you a whole lot of energy here. Now, I will say you're turning your back to this. Three of Wands here. A reward for hard work, turning your back to the past, or turning your back to this. It could be the past as well. For the Eight of Wands here, you do have Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, victimness, the Strength card, Ace of Swords, the Five of Wands. Just because someone has success or say money or beauty or anything, it's not an attack to you, you know? Like, for example, say, I don't like with beauty, right? Say there's somebody that just can't stand when people have their nails done. They don't care to find, you need to hear these words. They actually don't care who you are. And they don't even realize that. People like this, subconsciously, unconsciously, they don't care actually about your truth. It's the fact that your truth in your mirror triggers them. Triggers something inside of them. Their own wounds or whatever. And you're turning your back to this. So say, for example, I see this all the time, you know, and there's one law of money, of wealth, of power, and manifestation. If you're someone who's trying to attract sacred wealth, or just like, say you're just open to it, you know, whatever it is, you need it, you're open to it, trying to attract it, but you're out there, like, say, judging people who have it, frequency-wise, you're telling the universe, no, you're still not ready for it. This is someone that they don't want to see anybody, like, say, doing something, right? So, like, say it's beauty. No, I hate makeup. I hate nails. I hate all those things. And we're going to destroy. Actually, there's just like a wound in here, you know? Not everybody who wears the color, I don't know, purple is this. Not everybody who wears, say, makeup. It's like, I don't know, whatever. Maybe it's just an RBF, resting bitch face. You know, not everybody who has money is greedy. Not everybody who's rich is greedy. Like that. This is someone who's actually very stuck in victim. So confirmation of the trauma bonding. For some of you, you had a friend, a person from the past that was trauma bonding with other people over you. Over you. Like they were, for some of you, trauma bonding over you. Okay? Where we have the Eight of Coins, the Strength card, the Ace of Swords, the Five of Wands. You actually have the... You have the mirror of like, hey, like we could all do this. We could all be this. But this person, again, like they look at you and they actually see their wounds. So say you're holding on to money and this is someone that has struggled with money. They're a greedy a-hole. No, they're not. You know, like this person has a very deep anger, envy, shadow wound regarding something. Say someone who just can't stand like nails, right? You know, they got something else, you know? That's what I'm seeing here. You are protected from people that would never see you anyway. These are people who feel victimized. We have the Eight of Swords, the Strength card. For the Lux Collective... For the Lux Collective here, and I do want to note, we have the World card, Success, Knight of Swords, Eight of Coins, the Ace of Cups. You're here to succeed. You know, you're someone that your success, your whatever's outside of you, the beauty, the success, the anything, it matches inside of you. Even like say the beauty, whatever it is, you have a beautiful heart. You're a beautiful person. You know, you're kind-hearted. It doesn't matter how much you're holding on to. You're actually not greedy at all. You know, and it's interesting here, what I see that people are projecting upon you, or for some of you, this is like, say, somebody else's friends, people that they know. They're projecting like something they haven't healed upon you. Why the Three of Wands here for the Lux Collective on envy? Why the Three of Wands here for envy, third party, beauty? And not to say that you have to be alone over here. We do have the Hermit card over here. Solitude, introspection, truth, inner guidance, contemplation. Yeah, we had the Eight of Swords and you had the Strength card for these people that are sending you energy. They are... Yeah, you're kind of just mirroring parts of these people that they actually refuse to heal. Like they refuse to admit that like it's say true about themselves. So like say, for example... Someone has struggled with money all their life and is, can easily become envious unknowingly of just anybody who's holding money. No, I don't want it. I don't want anything ever in the entire world. Anybody that has it, is greedy. You are going to constantly, consistently, maybe infinitely mirror back to those people of just like, no, you can hold, two things can be true at once, like you can simultaneously hold material, hold whatever it is, right? Hold some form of power, because ultimately that's what it is. And that's what this reading is revealing. There's somebody here and other people around them that they deny their own power. You don't. Beauty is a form of power, right? Money is a form of power. Say visibility is a form of power. All those different things. Just because somebody else feels uncomfortable holding something doesn't mean that like you are in the energy that they think that you're in, or that you feel uncomfortable holding it. You have been chosen to hold this power. And you hold it like in the name of God, Goddess. As soon as I state that, my phone goes to 5%. So you could be seeing the number 555. You're also not someone to attack the mirror. And I do see someone, and I like their meddling friends here. 11:11, as I look at the clock, it's like their meddling friends are like watching you. Look at that, 5 of Wands, and their meddling friends. Confirmation of the meddling friends or the trauma bonding here. Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. You're not the person that this person is kind of telling their friends or other people that you are, or that their friends are telling you that you are. There's actually people in this reading trauma bonding over you. But I will say you're showing up as pure. So what's the advice here for envy, third party? You are pure. You are pure. I can't even show this card. We have the Star card here, which is purity, hope, faith, and trust. It's somebody who's not wearing anything. Why? Because they're completely pure. There's absolutely nothing to hide. 7 of Pentacles, making investments. The only reason why you get investments, why your energetic field, your life, your business, your soul mission attracts money, wealth, and prosperity and success is because you're pure. It's actually not the other way around. All right, so that's what I have for you. The Magician card, you are in co-creation energy. You're the co-creator. That's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates in a positive way. What do we have for advice on envy, third party, beauty, and chasing? Why do we have soulmates for envy, third party, beauty, and chasing? We do have good and bad. You could have had a good and bad experience with this group, with this friend. We do have confessions, shedding light, revealing the truth, and then soulmates over here. These could have been soulmates of yours, but it does feel like revealing the truth. Oh, why do we have good and bad here? Soulmates and shedding light. You have the boundary of saying no. We have union here. Two things can exist at once, right? Like these are people who maybe think that, say, beauty in itself is bad, or like all money is bad. Ma'at, balance, you can hold on to certain energies or say power, because ultimately that's what this is, while also being like a child of God by being in the light. We have boundaries and no, like the secrets over here. It says illusions though, where you're like drawing the line here of like, no, shedding light, truth over here with your soulmates. All right, so it does feel like you're setting boundaries with people around you. They couldn't fully see you and the people around them too. For some of you, people were actually trauma bonding over you, but ultimately you're going to be very successful in life. And that's what I'm seeing for you. All right, I'm wishing you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.